Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, our favorite people. How is everyone today? Good morning. Did you guys miss us from 7 hours ago or what?
I missed you, T.
What time did you guys go home this morning? What? I'm glad you all came this morning.
I know. I was like knocking. I was like, Donna,
Oh my God.
you think she's gonna come?
Shoot, I left my coffee downstairs. Oh man. I'm gonna have to run to get my coffee.
Go get it. No one's gonna judge.
Oh.
Frenchie, no, I didn't invoice you yet. It's all packed and ready to go, but I didn't invoice you. I'll invoice you today.
Good morning, Leon. Hi, honey. Hey, Bobby. And Darlene. Hello, hello. Kim's Crafty Corner. Hello, Kim. Yeah, it was my fault this morning. Yeah, Donna threw me under the bus.
Anytime she can. I mean, it's not that often, so
I know.
She's got to monopolize on those opportunities.
Hey, Froggy. Good morning. How's everyone? Hey, Diane. Thanks for coming in.
I'm starting to think Donna actually did. She's awfully chipper this morning.
I know.
No. You know what it is?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I have to tell you what it is.
What?
I was all out of coffee cream this morning.
And that's a good thing?
Oh my God. Please, you're not going there, are you?
I had to drink. Where? No, so I had to drink espresso.
Oh.
Got it.
Big cup of it.
Got it.
So I'm a little bit high.
That explains it.
Good morning, Frenchie. Hi, honey.
From the espresso. I can't handle the espresso first thing in the morning. I can only handle it like at nighttime.
No, I'm liking this. I'm digging this.
In the morning, I like to have American coffee with cream.
No, we're going to change that up.
Because it's,
No.
But I had to make espresso this morning.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Enville. Hello.
So
that is a thing now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woke you right up. Enville.
Oh my gosh. See, look at what you're wearing.
I know, I just said. We both have blue on again. We all three.
I'm wearing blue too.
Has blue on too, or is it just dark blue?
Yeah, but you and I are wearing the same shade of blue.
Yeah, that's true.
She's wearing dark blue. We always end up wearing, excuse me. I love that picture of Christine.
Makes me happy.
Great.
KJ, good morning. Hey, Cha-Cha, Maricha, how are you? Shell UK Mao. Good morning. Thank you for coming in.
Peace. Speaking of peace, did anything horrible happen?
I don't know. I didn't even turn the news on this morning.
Me neither. Hi, Talbert's mom.
I didn't even put the news on this morning. I'm sorry, my chat skipped, guys. Hey, Misty's
Music 55 said, how are you just a little high? So Music 55 doesn't know that. So I've been drinking espresso coffee my whole life, like probably since I was 2 years old, since I was born in Italy. It's the norm. But as an adult, I can really only have it like in the afternoon or early evening sometimes when I'm going to be staying up for auction. And it really it affects me, goes right to my head. And I try not to have it in the morning because then I get really throughout the day and stress everybody in the family out. So I'm fine though. I'll just sit here quietly.
There's no such thing as you sitting here quietly. Are you kidding?
I'm going to try.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, Nance P. How are you, hon?
I like it when you try to be quiet because you get this twinkle in your eye.
Yeah, look at her. She can't even move for like it's like holding your breath for 3 minutes. She can't do it.
She is holding her breath. Look at her.
I know. Good morning, Connie.
I'm gonna try.
Connie and Bonnie, good
You
morning.
don't have to hold your breath to be quiet.
I know, really.
Look at her. She's wasted.
I'm just gonna sit here quietly.
Music 55. How are you? God, you missed some great albums last night. Thought you for sure would have been jumping in.
I like that picture.
Casual Flipper said quiet.
They know you, Donna. They know you.
Oh, they're saying quiet?
Yes.
They were saying quiet.
No, there's a question mark.
I see that. I see. I didn't see the question mark.
Yeah.
I love you too, Tal. Hope you're well, honey. Amy Jo, good morning. Hey, Mario. Another auction. Wow. Any coins? Maybe it's not an auction. We have coffee every Saturday and Sunday mornings, usually at 9 a.m., but we're breaking you guys in gently. We're going to 10. Only because we do auctions Friday and Saturday night, and it's just easier to, and Robin was on late last night, so we're going to ease you guys into 10 a.m. We're going to come easy. Casual Flipper, good morning. Yeah, Casual Flipper's like, yeah, quiet.
Question mark.
We know you too well, Donna.
It's okay. That's what we love about you.
I know you too well. Hi, T. Have you finished humping product from the thrift store? I have. Froggy's like, T, go get your coffee. I'm going.
Yeah, we got this.
I'll leave it up to you, Robin.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
She's leaving it up to me. I'm the responsible one.
Who knew?
We've got Robin or hi, Donna. Who do I leave in charge? Oh.
You're up.
Crazy. I think we should just sit here and stare at the camera until she gets back. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
What are we doing?
Staring at the camera until she gets back. 1, 2, 3, go. Do you know where your camera is?
I'm looking at it.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Oh my God, she's back already. We so could have done this.
God, could you go away for a second?
Fine.
I'm joking.
Oh, hey, it's the Robin and Donna show.
It's the Donna and Robin show.
Oh, I see what we did there.
OT.
Do you know where your lens, your camera is?
Yes, it's right. It's right
That's
up
not
there.
it. That's not it.
What do you mean? It's right there.
Down a little bit. Up a little bit.
I'm surprised she even caught on that quick.
God, no kidding.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
Thank you.
Christine B says I'm going to go take my coffee and go to the corner.
Whatever. What the hell is that? Oh, a magnet. Oh, gosh, she's got props now.
What time were you guys on till this morning, Robin?
Good question. I don't remember.
No, I know. I fell asleep.
No, a bunch of people jumped on. We had 6 people up there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Gary jumped on for a little bit, and then of course, I just put the link in the room because I figured if I don't want to let somebody in, I don't have to. But
All right.
Ronnie and let's see, Willow, and who else? Sorry, I'm foggy this morning.
It's okay.
Um,
Did Farmer ever show up after all his nonsense?
he was in the chat.
Okay, no, because I didn't see him before I fell asleep, and I was like, "Where the hell is he?" He's the one who kept instigating you guys to go on.
Later. Cha-Cha got in later. She got in like right before we got off.
Okay.
Who else was there, Cha-Cha? Help me out.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't 10 our time, Leon. So that was like 2 in the morning, I guess.
You didn't go on till 2 my time. You guys didn't go on till like 1:45 your time.
Yeah, we were only on a couple hours.
Okay.
Lori left after about an hour, and then Kimmy came back because she had severe FOMO.
I know she was in the chat.
Oh, Rehomer was there, Miranda.
Okay.
April. Yeah. April and Miranda and Willow.
Okay.
And Cha-Cha and Ronnie.
Leon, you missed it. Not like you, Leon. Well, it was kind of last minute too, so.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't even get a notification. I just got that you went live.
It was a pity live. I got into the green room with Lori, and I was like, "Why'd you change your mind?" She goes, "Your face." I was like, "What? It's so bad." And I'm like, "Oh, don't ever."
You should have said, "Well, that's all it takes. I'll show that face all the time."
I'll practice that one. She goes, "You were sad for the rest of that show," and I was like, "Yeah, I was. I wasn't trying to make you feel bad, though."
Wow, has anybody got a watch?
Huh? What?
Does anybody have a watch?
Watch?
Yeah. She hasn't said a word in how long?
Oh, her. You mean a stopwatch? She's proud of herself. Look at that.
I know. She's like so proud.
She's
like, look at me go. Look at that face. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think that's the most I've ever said on this show.
Oh boy, oh boy. So what's everybody doing today? What's everybody doing?
What's the date? 5:30. Okay. I'll remember that. It's a monumentous day. Wow, you're really taking this to extreme.
She's doing a good job.
Doesn't say anything, Amy Jo. It's blank.
And I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
Right.
Happy Saturday, Anamora. Hi, honey. Connie's cleaning her office with her beautiful wood.
Why does Darlene constantly lose her wrench?
Oh, did she again?
She does in my chat too. Like, I don't know what it is about that particular account, but she loses her wrench all the time.
I didn't pop out my chat. Hold on. Oh, you okay?
Kim's Crafty Corner says, so it's coffee and chat or espresso and no chat?
Connie's cleaning her office with her beautiful wood. Oh, God, are we lagging that much? Wow. Uh-oh.
Mom's not talking. YouTube's breaking. Donna, you're really going to throw the algorithm off if you keep this up.
I'm going to what?
You're going to throw the algorithm off or something.
Why?
I don't know. It's going to break it or something. Stop it.
Stop doing what? Not talking?
Yeah.
5 Pound Peach said T found her brush.
Who the hell is 5 Pound Peach?
I don't know.
Someone who's wrenched and loves to change their name all the time.
Well, they better hope they're not Modest Peach.
So, anyways, T, what are your plans for today?
What are my plans every day? Shipping, billing, cleaning, setting up lots. And I have got to do an unboxing today.
Hi, my handsome boy.
Good morning, Boston.
Good morning, Boston. Hi, handsome. Go see what Daddy's doing. Go ahead.
No, that's okay, Jolene. Not a problem, honey. We just, we're just curious. I'm popping my chat out so I can fix you. Thank you, Talbert's mom.
Yeah, I thought your hair looked beautiful too.
Thank you. Well, I had to just put it up this morning. I got to wash it. It's ready. After I color it, I hate to wash it so much because I feel like I'm ready to color it again. It's ridiculous.
Donna, you're killing me.
Hey, Benji. Good morning. Benji, you're up early. Gosh.
Jill
Wow.
wants to know if I'm sick.
Jill.
I'm not yet. Quite the contrary, actually. I'm fine.
Hey, Brian. Good morning. Yeah, he's two of the packages I still have to do an unboxing for.
Oh yeah, so I've got a really busy day. I've got like 30 plus bundles I've got to get out today. And that's because I'm not talking. You can hear a pin drop. T is like the pinky and the brain. What are we doing today? What are we doing today?
What we do every day, right? It's true.
Take over the world.
I mean, unfortunately, I wish I could go out and hit a garage sale or two. Not that I need to, it's another FOMO thing,
Why is up at 5 a.m. to fill up cars with gas? Is that because they're afraid of gas stations? Like, what's up with that?
Huh. That's weird. Benji, explain that to us, honey.
What happened?
Benji says he's up at 5 a.m. to fill the cars with gas. I said to Benji, he's up awful early because they're 3 hours difference than us, 2 hours different from you. So he's, it's kind of early, 6:50 in the morning. I was wondering. Saturday.
Of course I can, Cha-Cha. Who's interviewing you? Where are you going to be, girl?
Hey, Roxana. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Mabel. Good morning. Colder gas not expanded yet. I don't know if I understand that answer. Does anybody? Colder.
Mom, you're so sweet. Thank you. Colder gas not expanded yet. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
20 large gas cans full if anyone needs any. Wow.
Is something going on with gas? See, I'm so out of the loop. Are we on a shortage or something? What's going on?
Oh, she's going on Cajun Roots Reseller. Cool. Johnny, just text me the time. Just remind me when you're going on. I'll be shipping all day, but I'll jump on for sure and say hello. What's Benji saying? 6:52. I mean, what's Anna Moore saying? Benji, 6:52. I think
that's his time. That's his time. That's his time.
Oh. Science girls, gas expands in the heat. Oh, so he's going to fill his gas tanks up in his car before the heat sets in California, so that he can fit more gas in his gas tank because it expands and he'll be able to put less gas in. Which I know I've heard that.
I never heard that before.
Yeah, it's kind of kind of yeah.
I never heard of that before.
Yeah, I have.
Weird.
Hmm.
So did you know, just for everybody that does content, if you get a copyright, even just not even a strike, like just a copyright yellow, whatever they call that, if you received any super chats during that video,
Yeah.
guess what you don't get either? Your super chats.
Goes back to the Bebo, the money.
No. Whoever owns the copyright for that song gets that money.
Are you kidding?
So they don't just take your ad revenue. They take, let me give you an example. So my birthday video, let's just say I made like $300 in super chats that night. It was more than that, but let's just say, they're only paying me $41 of that. Yeah, because of copyright.
And how do they even determine the $41?
Percentage, I guess.
That's
terrible. I know. I won't be doing that again.
I
thought it just meant they demonetized like the ad revenue, which I was like, what's that? A couple bucks? I don't care if they take that. But no, they take your super chats too.
How did you find that out?
I just got an email and I looked because I disputed it and it said that Walt Disney won. Of course, they're going to win that dispute, but you got to dispute everything.
Wow. Hey, Brian, you should talk to Miss Martha Autumn Grace. She lives just a little just a little north of there. She's down in that area. She might know some things going on.
Yeah, that was an expensive experiment.
I wonder if the same thing happened to me because my birthday video, remember, got completely taken down.
Well, that's what they're saying. Like if you dispute it and you lose, they'll take the whole video down. So I need to go check to see if it's even still there.
Well, no, somebody reported me, remember, and the video got taken down. But then I disputed it and it's back up.
No, this is different. Once you dispute,
good morning, Tom, and good morning, Thomas. Tom, you're up early too.
Hey, KJ. Robin, that's terrible.
I know. It was like a $300 mistake.
I don't know if anything like that's ever happened to me. I don't really watch it that closely.
You don't play Disney music either and have socks sing with girls. You know, because remember I said I don't care if it gets demonetized because what is that? Like a couple bucks? Who cares? No, they take every bit of money you make off of that video.
Oh man, that's terrible.
It makes sense. Like if you make money off of somebody else's music, then you have to pay. I just didn't know they'd take that much.
Wow.
Oh, thunder and lightning woke you up. Oh, storm. It's beautiful here. Gorgeous.
I contacted them for a Disney collaboration I was in and interviewed the marketing team, and they will and would take it down.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I understand that.
Hi, Sugar Plum Fairy. Good morning.
Thomas says it's 11:57.
The next day, Mr. Buys a Lot, the actual birthday.
Yeah, because he gave you a nice gift.
I know.
Oh my God, that's terrible. It's terrible for everyone that gifted to you, and it's terrible even more so for you. Sorry, Robin.
I didn't have any. It makes sense. If you make money off of something, regardless of how you made it, makes sense that they get a percentage of that.
Music 55 says, be careful if you sing happy birthday also, but someone wrote that they released happy birthday.
They released it. Yeah. They released it. It's not a thing anymore. It's just recent too.
Yeah, within the last year or two.
I never went back and checked. Did my video of your friend singing that song with the guitar?
That's a cover. So you're allowed to do covers. What you're not allowed to do is play actual. I played from YouTube, directly from YouTube, the backing tracks to part of your world.
I don't know if that video got flagged. I'm so bad at checking it.
I don't think so.
No, you'll have to check for me.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't look.
I also had the Beatles on in the very beginning, and they didn't flag that. They just flagged the Disney part.
It was Disney.
Yeah.
Listen to Pat D's. Really, Pat? Really going there already?
Yeah, right. Calvert's mom. I mean, it's exciting to get super stickers and super chats. Like, super, I love it. But not if they're going to, like, take it the minute you get in trouble.
Right.
Flagged. I'm always getting flagged.
I struggle with that, though, because when people send me super chats and super stickers, I'm so grateful for it, and I love it. And I know that YouTube takes 30% of it, and that is a lot. But I also feel like if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know who KJ is. I wouldn't know who Anamora is.
It's a free platform.
It's not free. They take 30.
No, I'm saying in general, like without super stickers, it's a free platform.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, to me, like that, it's like putting a 30% price tag on all these friendships that we made.
I know.
I don't know. And I'm like so grateful for all, for Cha-Cha, Pat D's, Jill. I mean, all you guys, Tom Cruise, every single person in this chat, they're worth 30% to me. Mm-hmm. I mean, all the money that's disgusting. That to me is like.
Yeah, they pretty much took all of it, because $40 is what I made off the video pretty much in ad revenue, because it was an 8-hour video. They pretty much took all my super stickers and super chats is what they did.
Hi, Miranda. Good morning. They are bumheads taking your super chats. Unfortunately, it is a business. I mean, I'm surprised that Facebook doesn't charge.
Good morning, Jenny.
Facebook is free too. I'm surprised
Thank you, Pat D's. Thank you, Pat.
It is not fair for them to take it all.
Yeah, I mean, when you got to figure it was what, a minute or two clip, but then they penalized the entire video, right?
Oh, yeah, and yeah, it was like a minute or two.
Sure. That's where it's unfair.
Kills you.
Well, is there truth to people say if it's less than 29 seconds, then they don't?
Any of that.
That's not true?
You could probably fight fair use if it's that short. I tried to fight fair use because it was just a parody, because that is a good reason on there. But I used actual backing tracks from Disney that's on YouTube for it.
Can you take out the clip and will they?
They didn't give me that option. I even wrote them in the email. I'm willing to take that off of there. Nope.
Why does Mr. Buys a Lot say, good morning? Where are you going?
We're going to play beach volleyball.
Huh?
We're going to play beach volleyball.
Oh, you going to volleyball?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Brian, is that because you advertise? Is that why you advertise your auctions? Because Brian's big on, he does those happy hour auctions, every day on Facebook. So I don't know, is it because you don't technically have to pay to do those? You pay the person that runs it for you, or you pay to advertise it. I don't know that you necessarily get charged to have an auction on there.
Yeah, explain that.
No, but I can't. Music 55.
Donna, Facebook and YouTube take a percentage of your money. How does Facebook take a percentage of my money? They don't take any money.
Well, you can get monetized on Facebook when you have 10,000.
Right. The 7K is eBay.
Oh, eBay. Oh, okay. Did we read it as YouTube? I'm sorry.
No, we read it as he wrote it as Facebook.
We wrote it as Facebook, honey. That's why we questioned it.
He said Facebook. He says, I pay $7,000 a month. Oh, to eBay. So YouTube Oh, to eBay, not to Facebook.
Okay.
To
Okay.
eBay. So YouTube is an awesome way to make money. Oh, he pays $7,000 a month in
Yeah, and
percentages.
fees. Yeah, well, he's an anchor. He's more than an anchor store. He's got 130 something thousand listings.
I will to Albert's mom.
Sup, Chris? Sup?
Good morning, Chris. Stacy says, if it's offered on the tube, why do they penalize you for using it?
Well, there's lots of music videos on YouTube. I have an old account that I can't access right now that has I had uploaded, this was 12 years ago, I uploaded a Celine Dion video, and it's got 340,000 views on it. I would love to have those views on this channel.
Pat Dees wants to come on. Send him the link.
I am.
But when you do that, you get, the whole part was that it was live. So any money you make during a live, super chats, super stickers, ad money is all goes towards your strike. Because you're not allowed, it's like selling a pirated movie. You can't, just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean you can share it and get credit for it and make money on it. But it was the fact that it happened on a live and super chats were received that is what's causing the problem. If it was just an uploaded video, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Well, last night, Cha-Cha advised me to download it, and I did throughout the night while I slept. I downloaded the whole 8-hour video just in case they took it down, so at least I'd have it. I'll probably re-upload it, edit it, and re-upload it.
Wow, Jenny has 5,000 items listed on eBay. I know how much work that is because I used to have 4,000 on my eBay store.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Hey, Pat.
Donna said it was okay for me to come on. Pat Dees comes on.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you heard it. Donna said T. Pat Dees wants to come on.
I was just reading the chat. I was saying Pat Dees wants to come on, T. She's like, I know. I didn't know if she saw the message.
She saw it. I watch her body language when she sees that, and she gets a little twitch in her eye.
Twitch, not twinkle, twitch.
Yeah.
You're right.
You overthink things more than I do.
She gets a twitch.
You guys are talking about the, obviously, and Donna, you understand it. Without YouTube, we would get nothing.
Right.
And that's, they spent billions of dollars. They have invested into building this platform, and
good morning, Chris.
That's their cut. I mean, if this was a TV production company, we might even get less. I mean, people don't realize, these commercials and based on what you're doing is being sold to advertisers to say, hey, I want to advertise on that. I mean, let's face it, a lot of advertising is a waste of money. How many people really watch one of our YouTube videos and go, okay, I'm going to go spend money at that advertiser that throws, but the price is so good for the company. They're paying pennies to put that banner ad across. So even if they only get 1 to 3% of people that respond to that ad, for the advertiser, it's still worth it. I know when you super chatted me before, people don't realize when you super chat through your Apple product, your iPhone or your iPad, Apple even takes a cut of that. So you get it's more than 30%.
So when I send a super chat to someone, which is always, I use my phone, which is an Apple phone, Apple takes a cut of that.
Yeah, the process, what they're doing, basically, it's like a processing charge. Like a fee, like basically like when you're using, it's sort of like the analogy I'll use, like with your credit card. You can use your credit card at the store, and the credit card processor is getting a cut of that. Even if you do pay it in 30 days, they're making pennies, but they're making it off such a large number that it's big what they get. that's why and I'm always conscientious of how I do my channel is what do I want to appeal to? And if you start doing certain things, when I first started, I started playing music and stuff like that because I wanted to kind of sit there on Saturday nights and sort of like be a little DJ. And I kind of took Rob's attitude, large number, the music. Someone's audio.
Mine. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Donna. Rookie move.
That's all right. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was hoping that, hey, if I got a couple super chats to support the channel, who cares? Because the copyright music those people of that music would get paid. Yeah, Music 55 is saying, yeah, even Apple charges. That is correct. I know that for sure.
Oh, taxes, huh? Oh, okay.
But I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to ever and I think Donna's kind of said this one time before. I don't want to ever complain what YouTube takes out of super chat because what people to then want to donate.
So what you're saying is I'm better off like if I super chat somebody, like I have another phone. I don't have it turned on yet. I am going to turn it on. I just haven't had a chance. But it does go onto the Wi-Fi, and I can get on YouTube from it, because I can connect to the Wi-Fi. So if I send someone a super chat from my Android phone,
which is Google, right?
They'll get more money than if I use my iPhone.
Exactly. They do, exactly. Yep.
Oh well, I'm never going to super chat from my iPhone again then.
Yeah, everybody's got their hands in a little bit to take a piece of the action and stuff like that.
That's crazy. I had no idea. I know when you called me, to ask me about that when I sent you that super chat, I really didn't know what you were talking about, and I never even looked to see like what.
That was back a couple months ago when you had super chatted me $25. At the time, it was the largest super chat I ever got, and so I looked the next 2 days later to see what my revenue were, and a lot of people don't realize, as YouTube content creators, we don't get our money until we reach $100. So we could be at $89 and that's where I'm at right now. I'm at $89 for 2 months. Guess what? It sits there. So you almost got to say, you could be at $98 and you got to ask a friend, hey, could you super chat me $4 so that minus the fee, I'll get my $100 the following month. And they always pay on the 21st of the month. You got to remember, super chats are only really earned from lives, where a lot of people who are doing pre-recorded content are making their money from people watching. Having that audience, basically for 10,000 views, the average person should be earning $80 to $100. But I mean, a lot of people don't get 10,000 views.
Good morning, Tammy.
Hey, good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Virginia.
I got a video right now that is playing every day. It has 200-300 views. I'm making more money from that video this year than I did last year, and that video is 9 months old.
Yeah.
But now revenue has dropped because of COVID-19 and what's going on. The demand for ads and the budgets have been cut. So it's as Google wants revenue and stuff like that. They're now, maybe instead of people paying a penny or two for a banner, they're going to offer specials where you're going to get 10 banners for 8 cents. So it's going to be 0.8. So it's going to be less. And I think that's why they're putting out those new rules too, that you're going to have 5,000 subscribers and making it tougher, because too many times people were probably getting ads that probably didn't deserve it just because they were able to turn on their computer. You know what I mean? So they really want to step up and, make sure that they're representing the advertisers properly and getting the AdSense that, we deserve.
What is Cha-Cha talking about? Do you see my icon blinking?
No idea.
I don't see anything. Hey, Glenn. Good morning.
I mean, I when I got into this, I was hoping to make. I looked at it like if I made $300 a month, that would have been nice. But it's harder than you think. Most of my earnings, like so far, I think I've made roughly $1,000, and 650 of it has been through super chats. Now, obviously, just like Robin was talking about, you get those special moments like your birthday where people are willing to step up, and $250 of it was, on my birthday, people were willing to, give $10 here, $5 here. So, that's nice, because you put a lot of time into this, and that's what I don't think people realize, the time that you do put into this. Now, you guys do a little different because your YouTube is created to run a business, do auctions and stuff like that. So you get the revenue from that.
Good morning, Gianna.
But, people don't, you go back and you have to do the links and set it up. There's a lot of work involved.
Yeah.
Good morning, Gianna. Good morning, Jules. Hey, Cajun.
And sometimes it's weird. You'll watch certain channels. Like I've seen channels explode, and you wonder what's going on, and strange, and they just get into the algorithm that, and boy, once it's recommended, my son loves to throw it in my face. Disney Nate, he's got a video that has over 102,000 views now.
Wow.
But here's
what's it on?
Wrestling. But it's 25 seconds long. It had 2,000 views 2 months ago. In 2 months, it went from 2,000 to 102,000. But it's 24 seconds.
Yeah, so he can't get monetized.
Well, not just that. He doesn't have 1,000 subscribers.
Cha-cha. It's called optimization. She knows.
Now that video was on my channel. I mean, I would have,
Brian. Thank you.
I would have made at 102,000 at the way it is, I probably would have made I told him I would have probably made about $70 off of that. And I told him, I said, you probably should have done that 2 or 3 minutes. Robin, what's up with those eyes? Robin, you giving, she's thinking, why the hell did they invite Pat Dees to talk all the time?
No. I'm just trying to be really quiet.
Donna's
I was laughing at Donna.
Her mouth shut.
Oh, good luck.
Really quiet this morning and not take over the show.
Good luck with that.
I'm doing a good
I was just letting her know she was doing a great job.
She's doing a great job.
I'm doing a good job. I'm letting other people talk. Usually I'm the one who doesn't shut up. Good morning, Rachel.
Well, I was surprised I got
you,
the link.
Brian.
I was surprised I got the link because, I've been on T's poopy list for, I guess, the past week or two. Ever
Poopy list.
These
she's
scenarios
becoming Mrs. Buys a lot, and she's buying out all these places in Long Island, and I can't even hear back from her.
Listen, I bought that thrift store last week, and it killed me. It just killed me. And now I'm I just have to clean up and straighten up. And you know what? All of this, we went live twice yesterday. We had a ship, we had a bill. I had to organize, get lots together. It's time consuming. You know what? Poor Rachel, she's waiting for me to send her everybody's contact information from her auction on Thursday night. And I'm going to get it to her as soon as we get off this morning. But, that's another responsibility that I have, too, because I collect everybody's information. Although I do appreciate when people buy something and the auction moderator drops, please email the person that they do it. But obviously 7 people didn't do it because she needs that information. But,
Right.
That's another part of my job. So it's the day. And I've been trying to do it.
Would it help if I did it? Because you get stuck doing it all the time. I mean, I only do it, here and there. I mean, I'll do it if you want.
It's fine. It's
No,
fine.
Somebody, you froze there a second.
I did? I froze?
No, Donna did.
Oh.
No, Donna did for a second. Music 55, thank you.
It's YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, why isn't she talking?
She's breaking it.
Let's freeze her for a minute and see if maybe something will change.
Yes, Jenny, absolutely. I am creating an empire. And yes, it's nice to work for yourself. I've been self-employed on and off for the last 40 years.
Good morning, Nancy. Nancy's in the chat, you guys. Everybody say hi to Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Hi,
Hi,
honey.
neighbor, you guys. Good morning, Nancy.
it's nice working for yourself, but
Excuse me, Pat, 1 second. Music 55 said thank you and that she's learning a lot from you this morning as far as
I had acknowledged that. Yep. Thank you. It's nice working for yourself, but as people, it comes with a price. Donna is under, and me and Donna talk about it a lot. You're under so much pressure to basically, buy things to bring. And you know yourself, because the way that you guys have set this up in a sense to sell to resellers, there's not a whole lot of room to you're not selling at the retail price. So you have to sell a lot of stuff and move a lot of stuff to really
Well, I'm not even selling at wholesale prices half the time. I'm selling below wholesale prices.
Yeah.
So that people can buy the stuff and make a profit off of me. But I'm at the point now where, and these girls know, because I talk to them on a regular basis. I don't even have to buy storage units anymore. I have stores calling me, and I've got this amazing relationship with this. She's an
Organizer.
She's an organizer. She organizes people's lives. So she goes in, and not just people's lives. She also works with real estate companies that acquire properties of people that have deceased, and like the family, like the most recent one that I bought, the parents died. The sons came down from New York. They took a few trinkets of whatever they wanted. They didn't want all the parents like stuff and all their childhood stuff. All their childhood stuff that had been stored away, that the parents brought from New York down here and then kept it stowed away for all these years. They didn't want that. So maybe they took some of the stuff back. I don't know, but they didn't want it. And my liquidator goes in, and she takes photos. And a lot of the times you'll see me on my phone, like even while I'm doing auctions, I'm conducting business, because I've got her. And then my other phenomenal contact is a guy that owns a beautiful thrift shop vintage shop that I've done a video on him before, and that he travels as high up as like Orlando, and he'll even go further, all the way down to the Keys, buying entire estates. So he's putting out thousands of dollars at a time.
Well, talk about somebody who spends thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, everybody?
So you've got to spend money to make money. I mean, that's, everybody knows that. That trickles down everything from real estate investments and the stock market, and even when it comes to our little auction channel too. You've got to spend money. So anyway, so this guy, he spends thousands of dollars, and he pulls what he wants, and he's got different people that have different niches, and I'm on his niche list, and he contacts me and supplies me with things that I know you guys like, because now I've gotten to the point where I know my clientele, and I know what you guys are looking for and what you're buying. So I put my feelers out to everybody. And I have no need to buy a storage unit anymore. I'm basically out of the storage unit business because of the type of stuff that I'm getting. Because storage units it's such a gamble. At least buying from my sources, I know exactly what I'm getting. Trust me, I've spent, what was that? One of the last ones, T, remember? It cost me over $1,000. And what did I get out of it?
Focus.
It's not just that, Donna. It's the labor intensive.
Well,
there's labor involved in what I'm doing with this too. This house liquidation that I just picked up, that killed me.
Oh, I know. It's
Look at the thrift store. The thrift store I humped for how many days?
You guys have a Pat D's. What are you doing? Use a Pat D's to move the stuff.
That's been done, Brian, before. My friend Jason Banana Finds gave me a quarter truck of stuff, but I had to help clean it out. So
I have a 16-foot truck coming at 6 o'clock today of stuff.
Do you have, Mr. Buys-A-Lot, do you hire people to load the truck and unload the truck for you?
So I have staff who are here during the work week from 9 till 5.
I know I've seen the woman.
So Pam, my
Yeah,
office manager.
Rachel.
So yeah, she'll help sometimes if I need it, her and her husband. And then usually one of the guys that I buy truckloads from, he brings a worker with him and they'll unload. I unload. I do most of the labor stuff myself, or now my 16-year-old son's starting to help do a lot of that stuff. He doesn't like doing the computer stuff, but he likes to do the physical labor. So we have people for
helping you, Brian. He was helping you with the auction the other night, right?
Right. So Cody,
Yeah,
did
I heard you talking to him in the background.
Yeah, Cody did the background writing and stuff, and I paid him $50 to do 3 hours of auction. So for a 16-year-old kid, I'm taking him to Wisconsin in August to meet a girl he's been dating online for 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Look,
That's how it
at least
happens.
he couldn't get her pregnant from online, so
Not yet.
I'm okay with that.
But
Yeah, Brian, too. I mean, when's the last time you bought a storage unit? You don't really buy storage units anymore because you have so many sources as well, right?
No, I buy storage units.
You still do?
Right now in our area, there aren't any unless I go to Storage Treasures or Locker Fox or one of those. And I don't enjoy the experience buying online as much as I do buying in person because you can't tell what something smells like. You don't know what those mattress stains are until you taste them. You just don't know.
Taste them.
Gross. I've never buying all of the storage units that I bought, and I've been buying I literally bought my first storage unit probably 18 years ago, 19 years ago. But I took a long break from doing it. I didn't do it while I was raising my children. I didn't work at all. I only really just recently went back to work. But I've never, not once, have ever bought, and I only buy online. I only buy from Storage Treasures and Locker Fox. And I never, and I can say this wholeheartedly, have never ever got a storage unit that smells.
I have.
Wow. I have too.
I haven't.
I bought that Star Wars storage unit in Massachusetts, but I got a phone call and somebody was like, look, I'm going to bid on this, and showed it to me. And I was like, look, I'll just, do you want to partner it? How do you want to do it? He's like, I want to make $1,000 on it. If I buy it, I want $1,000 profit. I was like, look, I'll buy it. You don't have to lay out any money, and I'll give you $1,000 for the lead. So he backed off of bidding. He was at I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000, and then I wound up paying $15,000 for the unit. So and then I gave him $1,000 for showing it to me.
Well, I don't understand. How did he contact you? Like, what platform?
He's just another person that I've bought stuff from. The 2 tractor trailer loads of books that I bought in Maine, he actually bought at a storage locker, and then he talked to somebody and they told him about me. And so then he called me, and then we started talking on the phone. And since then, I've bought 3 or 4 lockers that he's bought that have been filled with toys and collectibles.
Oh, so he buys lockers and then he decides he doesn't want what's in the locker, and he'll contact you and say,
yeah, well, he just makes a quick profit. He looks at it, he'll send me some pictures, and he'll be like, look, I bought this for X, which may not be the truth. It doesn't matter to me, because whenever I make the offer on the unit, like if he pays $500 and it's a $50,000 unit, I'm not going to offer him $1,000. I'm going to go there and I'm going to say, hey, look, I think it's worth $50,000. I'll pay you $25,000 because I'm going to do work and I'm going to get 50% profit.
Geez, he's talking about 25,000 and 50,000. I when I buy storage units, I'm talking about
1,000,
$125,000.
Yeah, up here, Donna, the storage units. Like you can go to a storage unit. Ever since Storage Wars came out, when it first came out, lockers with air conditioning units and tires were bringing $500, and you didn't know if any of them worked, and you didn't know anything. Before that, you could buy that same unit for $30. But after Storage Wars and all that, the price went through the roof. Now people are starting to drop back down to regular.
But I bet you now after COVID, like here, because nothing has been able to be sourced, including
it's going to be crazy.
Online,
yeah,
the prices are going to be ridiculous. I'm going nowhere near a storage unit for the next 6 months.
Don, or T, what you should do is go to those locker auctions, go to the live ones, hand out your business card. That way the people who are at those auctions, if you don't want to buy the whole locker, and you just tell them like, hey, I'm looking for the clothes. If you don't want to do the clothes, those people will contact you and sell you just one portion of the locker that they don't want to deal with. And you get it cheap.
Right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of going to live auctions. I don't like it at all. It's mostly the same people that go. They all know each other. They're mostly flea market people, like that go and sell their stuff at flea markets, and they're a very tight niche. It's in my area. I'm talking about my area.
It's every area. It doesn't matter. It's every
Oh
area.
yeah, there's definitely cliques.
Yeah,
But
they're a really tight clique. They all know each other, and I'm like the outcast, and even if I put a bid on it, they outbid me. Like they don't want.
that's fine. They'll run out of money sooner or later. And whenever I go to auctions, I'll travel anywhere in the world or anywhere in the US especially for deals. If I went to a locker auction and I'm the outsider, I have a number that I'm willing to pay for that locker. So if they want to run me up to that number, that's fine. I'm still willing to pay that number. But if not, I'm bidding them up and I'm costing them money at the end of the day. So it's either they don't fight against me and we all play fair, or they fight against me and it costs them money. So as long as you run it like a business and you do everything not with no emotion attached in the merchandise end of things, you just don't lose.
I found that the last one I went to, the prices that they ran the lockers up to was ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. Like so high. The live ones,
Mm-hmm.
the online ones, I do well on the online ones.
Yeah. I mean, like it depends on what you're buying, but
So Brian, tell me what's in a 30,000, because I watch it too. I see Pirate and some other people. Like I bought a $25,000 locker. Like I haven't never seen it.
That locker was the only reason that Mike paid that money for that locker was him and Jack and I guess Alex had all bought that big train locker that you guys saw for like $2,500.
Right.
And they, from just being around, I think they did something like $100,000 in resale out of that locker. Well, the person who owned that locker owned multiple lockers. So then the second locker came out. I don't think they got that one. Somebody else got it and made a lot of money. So then Mike heard that the guy's third unit was coming available. And so when it came available, he took the assumption of knowing whose unit it was and being able to see just a train box in there, that the whole unit was going to have trains and toys and collectibles. And I mean, the guy apparently had a bunch of money to spend because he was buying the stuff new and paying crazy money.
Right,
So,
but I meant for you too, because you just said you spent that one on the Massachusetts unit. Like, what was it?
It was actually two lockers. It was two Star Wars lockers of new Star Wars toys. When I bought it, it was, and then I found out later that the guy that told me about it had actually told someone else about it, and that person called me and was like, "Hey, did you hear about this?" And I was like, "Yeah, so and so called me." And he's like, "Oh, he called me too. He's trying to double dip." And that happens in business. Again, I don't put emotion to it, but because the other guy was a friend of mine, he's like, "Look," he's like, "I told him that I would pay $15,000 for the unit." So the other guy was going to create another account and bid me up to the 15 grand that I paid anyway.
Thank you.
But so he backed out of the unit, and he called him and he said, "Look," he said, I'm not into the whole double dip thing. He's like, "Brian's a friend of mine." He's like, "We do a lot of business together. My offer's off the table now." So we create mutual respect.
I'm sorry, I didn't follow you. I got distracted by a text.
Oh, no worries.
When you say double dip, this guy called the other person and called you to see like who would give him more money for this locker that he was about to buy or had bought? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. But he told me that he wanted $1,000 for the lead, or if he bought the unit, he would sell it to me for $1,000 higher than he bought it. He called him, told him the same thing, and then gave us both the thing and was hoping that we would send him $1,000 each. And it doesn't work that way.
And who was going to get the locker if you both sent him $1,000 each?
One of us two would have got the locker.
Oh, like he was looking. He was wanting.
He was getting $1,000 no matter who bought it.
I got it.
So and
Doesn't sound very honest, Brian.
no, and like I said, the other guy who called me and asked me if I'd heard about it, he took his $15,000 offer off the table. So it benefited me. And you know, when you guys saw the Rhode Island deal that I bought, the truckload of paper,
Right.
I bought it from the guy who was offered this deal, and he has more stuff than I have. So he has
Amazing. Anybody has any more stuff?
he has like 3 warehouses of stuff. It's incredible. And I'm like, I went to his warehouse and I'm like, you just want to sell me this warehouse? Like, let's figure out some way to do this. But I can't. In Maryland, there's actually a guy that has 80 million items of ephemera, and I've been working on buying that for 3 years. But you know, who has $1 million in cash laying around? It's not me. So
I'd be buying the rest of Mr. Buys a lot if I did. You know that.
yeah.
And then I would never hear from T.
Oh, stop it, Pat.
That's
D.
right.
Brian,
Brian,
we're gonna have a group meetup up here, and we're just gonna have live auctions from the warehouse. Pat, come on.
I know. Well,
I can do the sports card auction.
Oh, I would love that because I like it and I know what you got, and I've been to your place 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, there's stuff.
Music 55 says here in my area they don't have any units. See, here in my area in the Palm Beaches of Florida, we don't have attics and basements. So everyone has a storage unit.
Yeah, there's a lot. When I was down in January in Florida, just in a 3-mile stretch, I counted 10 storage unit facilities down there.
Like any day of the week, I have the ability to buy a storage unit. Basically, Storage Treasures closes here in my area. They close theirs on Tuesdays. Locker Fox doesn't have a specific day that they close. Every day they have storage units closing, and I just stay within like a 30-mile radius. Like I don't even go as far down as Miami or much further than like Stewart. I've bought in Stewart, which is like 35 40 minutes up the road. I try to bid on the bigger units, which is a lot of work. And the reason why I can do that is because we do have a huge hydraulic dump trailer and a big truck, big diesel, heavy duty truck.
And Vikings.
Huh?
And Vikings.
And Vikings. I have lots of Vikings that live here in this house. So I think that the bigger units, people tend to shy away from the bigger units because they can't handle it, because they have to get the manpower, they have to get the trucks, they have to rent a U-Haul. Unless they have the heavy equipment like we have, they can't. So I do like my best unit that I bought, which was my NASCAR Harley Davidson, concert t-shirt unit. That was a huge unit, and I if I remember correctly, there was like 3 tons of debris that went to the dump with that unit. 3 tons. It was a really huge unit, but I paid $140 for that.
Yeah,
$140 for that unit.
Sure you can't buy
Donna, how much did it cost you to dump that stuff?
So it's probably like $35 a ton.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
$100 a ton, I think. I can't remember.
We dumped a truckload, and it cost us close to $500.
What? Wow.
Yeah. When I went down to towards Philadelphia, and I helped the guy with the storage unit. They have a YouTube channel, and they do stuff. And I helped them, and we took. Had they lived closer where I live, I could have burned it for free, because a lot of it was, to be honest, probably half of it was like National Geographic magazines.
Oh no! Wait a minute. I think it's like $80 a ton. I'd have to ask my husband. I don't know.
It's not in Florida as it is in Ohio. That's for sure.
Yeah, see, I have a dumpster for the warehouse, so
yeah,
we throw stuff in there,
which is much cheaper.
Mine is the cheapest. It's called the front curb.
T definitely has that right. Mine's like $1,200 a year.
I can burn it, T.
Yes, true. I get a fine. I have to laugh. Donna was selling plush the other night, and one of them had a Red Sox jersey on, and I said, I'll buy it to burn it. But I'd get in trouble if I was in my yard burning something like that.
No.
I'm just allowed to put my barbecue on. That's it. But
Now,
I can,
Brian, do you ever work on Sundays at the warehouse? People don't realize that you're not at home. I know where you're at. You're at your warehouse.
I'm at the warehouse now. I came on. T sent me the link, so I had just got out of the shower when you messaged. So I was like, my wife's still in bed. I was like, honey, I'm going to the warehouse for a little bit, and she's like, okay. She's like, I thought you were going fishing today, and I'm like, the boys didn't want to go, so I don't know if I'm going or not.
Do you ever go on Sundays or no?
What, here to the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I work probably 60 to 80 hours a week.
Well, that's my point. Being self-employed, and and I want to kind of go back on that. And Donna, look how busy she is. But imagine if she got a week that she couldn't do something. She was sick.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Myrtle Beach on vacation for my birthday from the 8th through the 14th. So my dad's birthday is the 9th, mine's the 10th, and my son's is the 11th. So my wife paid for an Airbnb in Myrtle Beach because that's where my family just bought a house. And my dad's older, so he's actually putting plumbing in the basement of the or in the bottom of the house, so he has to lay on the ground to push pipe up through. And he's had 9 heart attacks. And,
Treasure
yeah,
house.
I saw Robin's face whenever I said pushing pipe. But
She goes,
Oh no, I missed that one. I was laughing at Sarah.
Yeah. She's like, where's your dumpster located, Brian?
Sarah, I can show you where the dumpster's at.
you don't want to do that, Sarah, because we have the state police that come by here. I've actually had 2 guys who clean out of states and charge people to dump stuff that have brought the stuff here, dumped it. I had my staff pull out any personal paperwork, hand it to the policeman, and they got $500 fines, and then they had to come and take everything out of my dumpster, and we made sure that dumpster was full when they had to come and take all the stuff out because it's illegal dumping in Pennsylvania. You can get a $500 fine. And
Right. Well, it's theft of services.
Yep.
I had that when I had the restaurant. People would pull up sometimes. It's one thing if they're a customer and they ask me, can I throw a bag? But some people would back up because where I'm at, there would be a lot of New York, New Jersey second vacation homes. They would back up and throw like 6, 7 bags. And I'm like, no, you can't. And we had cameras finally on the back of the dock, and we started calling out people.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. You definitely you have to run it like a business. When I was little, my dad's an auctioneer, so the storage lockers, my dad's been the auctioneer for storage lockers. But when I was little, we used to travel from North Carolina to every weekend. We would go up and do 25th Street in New York in the city and set up in the 2 lots that Alan and them used to own. And they would stop along the side of the road. They'd have like 5 or 6 dumpsters. They would stop, open the dumpster, and I would climb into the dumpster and pull stuff out to sell when I was little. Now anymore, I don't see that happening, but I've done some crazy stuff for merchandise.
They want to pick your dumpster.
No.
Brian, I don't think you throw much away, do you?
It depends on how much stuff I have coming in. So last week we cleaned out enough room in the back of this warehouse to hold 5 pallets because I'm thinking about buying 5 pallets of Major League Baseball clothing that's all brand new with tags. And so I was like, my wife's like, well, you don't have anywhere to put it. So the one day she wasn't here, me and my son made room to put it somewhere. And I'm like, oh, yes, I do. I've got enough room for 5.
You're out of room in the other warehouse already.
Maybe.
Brian!
I bought 10,000 movie posters, and then I bought a load of like old board games, and then there's a 16-foot truck coming this afternoon. I won't have any room there.
Oh my
I cleared out a spot the other day when I was there, and I turned my back, and he goes, here's another box.
That stuff. Are you kidding?
And then I bought out the antique store in Palmerton. So
I mean, I can't complain. I shouldn't complain. I just bought my 3rd storage unit to rent to keep stuff. Not good.
And I haven't figured out yet how to put a shower in the office here and an inflatable mattress for T to come and do auctions from the Mr. Buys a Lot warehouse 24/7. Because then I'll get my hours that I need for YouTube, and I'll get to sell a bunch of stuff, and my wife will be really happy, and then I can just go buy more stuff.
I said this to Donna earlier. I said, Donna, you have to go on a 2-week sabbatical to stop buying stuff. And she's like, no, I
can't because these I'm getting these deals right now because of COVID. Because these shops have been closed.
Right.
And they haven't been able to open to the public, and they're just now starting to open. And as soon as they open up, they're not going to be calling me and saying, I've got 1,000 pieces of plush, or
Right.
I've got, they're putting them out on the floor and they're going to be offering them up to the public. They're not going to be offering them up to Donna. So I'm like a squirrel gathering nuts right now. I'm taking every opportunity that I can to buy as much as I can, to take advantage, for lack of better words, of COVID.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds terrible to take advantage. I mean, but this girl, she was going out of business with her thrift store, and you know what? I jumped on it.
Absolutely.
It's not taking advantage. It's capital.
No, because if it wasn't you, it would be somebody else, or it would be
They're
the company. They
grateful.
would have
They're
nothing
grateful.
Oh, she's grateful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? I made a great contact with her. She's got 4 full storage units, and I'm not talking 5x5s. I'm talking about like 10x30s full of stuff. So
hey guys, I gotta get going. The post office closes at noontime, so I got like Amazon packages to drop out. So I gotta get going.
The Amazon king there.
That comes with headaches too, though, Brian.
Oh, I know.
When you do over almost close to 3,000 orders in a month,
Oh, what time it is? You missed it. I just looked at the time. I just literally looked at the time because I was thinking, okay, we've been on for an hour and 11 minutes. I got to go too, because I want to get like 75% of my shipping done today, especially if we go on. And I still have some straggled orders from last week that I haven't sent out. So
yeah, and I want to do my unboxing today too. I am
going to say goodbye to everybody.
Real quick, Talbert's mom points out that imports are going down, and I'll tell you what, that's what I'm noticing too, is when you go into Walmart or Target, there's a lot of things that, like, try to buy a can opener at Walmart.
Oh yeah,
you can't find them. There's a lot of things that So I've been carefully picking and buying toys for the fourth quarter, hopefully at the right price, but taking some of the money that I've been making now, and but it's always a balance act. I mean, people don't realize the scale of Brian's place until you see it and what he has to buy and turn over. Luckily for him, he's got some good people helping him out, and he also does eBay, he does Amazon, he does the auctions. Brian, are you going to do the flea market at all?
So my business model, I used to do the flea market on Wednesdays at Leesport and Sundays at Sailorsburg. Now I just go to buy because we have so much going on. If I have flea market type merchandise, I try to put it all together and either sell it to another flea market person, or I just let them take it to the flea market and I'll give them 50% of whatever they take.
Right.
And I don't have to do I don't have to be there from 3 a.m. until 2 p.m. or whatever.
Right. Flea market.
Right, guys, I gotta go. See you later.
See you, Pat.
Bye. I helped a friend of mine liquidate her mother-in-law's estate, and we did a flea market. This was years and years and years ago. I swore I wasn't ever going to do it again. It's tough work.
Oh, it is. It's definitely work.
Yeah, because they get up, like you said, 3 a.m., right?
Yeah, and it's hard for me because, like, I'll get there with a full truck of stuff to unload, and I'll be like, man, what am I missing and not getting to buy? So I'll go walk around, and then it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. I'm done walking around, and then I'm just starting to set up. I'm missing all the people who are actually big spenders who are spending a lot of money.
Yeah, no, it's not. That lifestyle is definitely. I mean, I do a lot of humping, but that to me.
We've heard about that, Donna.
Yeah, that to me is just not. And people just nickel and diming you for stuff and all that work that goes into setting up and
if Banana was under you now, you'd be doing humping.
What? Did I hear banana? Did I just hear banana?
T actually is the one that does the humping. I just T's the one who does the humping.
Donna just lays there.
Yeah, that's her thing. That's a New York thing. It's
Banana.
Banana. You call me and I come.
I'll bet.
bye, everybody.
Bye, Miss Donna.
Have a nice day. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Donna.
Bye.
You knew you were scaring her away with that banana.
Yeah.
Banana's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So what's up?
What's up, Nana?
What's up?
Banana split. That's how you know it's a female. It's a banana split.
I don't think so.
She's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Do a dollar sale and free sale. Just
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, that's what I was going to do. I'm waiting for my town hall to be open, or even if they are open, are they going to let me have a garage sale? Because we're still in phase 1 here. So as soon as I can have one, that's what I'm going to advertise. Like, I have like 10,000 items for $1, and that's how I'm just going to market it. Everything's $1 or less. And, you know, I'll put like 4, even some of the records I didn't sell, I'm going to do like, you know, the Guy Lombardos and stuff like that, you know, 4 or 5 for $1, you know, things like that people really aren't buying, and go that route.
How did you do with the other records like that weren't Guy Lombardo? There's a guy in Philly who has a record store with all like rock and roll and 60s.
There wasn't a lot of rock and roll, to be honest with you. There was more of the country and gospel, lots of religious, and you know, Guy Lombardo.
Guy Lombardo.
I probably have, I don't know, 400 Guy Lombardo.
Oh, that's it?
I don't know. I haven't gotten through it all yet. You know, it's funny. You can tell, like, you pick up a crate and you go through it, and you know, okay, this family was the typical family, right? Because there's 3 Guy Lombardos and all the other genres, you know. Sound of music. Robin.
It's genre.
I'm sorry. I say it wrong. I'm sorry. Genre.
No D.
I say genre.
Genre.
But yeah, there's a record store going out of business in Philly, and the guy wants to sell all of the records in his store, but it's like rock and roll and that type of stuff. I think he's looking for $5,000. It's maybe about 4,000 records. It's not a huge amount, but he offered it to me because he's got to close his store, and I'm like, do I really want more records?
Where is he?
In Philly.
Okay. All right. Send me his info.
Okay. He's one of my my Facebook customers that buys other stuff. So.
Okay.
I brought my screen closer to me, and it's bigger than normal. I made it bigger.
Me too.
Yeah, so I was watching myself be banana, and I couldn't stop laughing. So yeah, there's that.
Rachel Boyd asked for your email, Robin.
It's because she shed at gmail.com. Very easy.
Maybe Rachel's looking for some banana.
Oh, I know Rachel likes banana.
Yeah. Banana. But no, we there's a bunch of stuff. Like I said, there's a truck coming today, T. And then on Thursday, I took Pam with me to a friend of mine's house who deals in really high-end toys, and his wife had passed about 6 or 7 months ago, and he wanted me to buy all the purses there. That's why I asked you if you have an interest in the purses. So I took Pam with me just in case she wanted something. You know, my employees are the main reason that my business runs as well as it does is because I have great employees.
You do.
And we go through lots of listers, but the people who run it, like Pam and my wife, who help do all the packing and shipping, are intricate into growing any business and scaling. So they're super important to me. So I let them take stuff, literally. You know, so they say, oh, I'd really like that for my birthday. I really want that for Christmas. I'm like, okay. So I just set it aside and it goes to them. But we went there and there's like 65 purses. So I don't want to deal with purses. You know, if they're not, I think there's a Prada in there and there's Mark Jacobs and Kathy Ireland, and there's a few names that I've heard, but for the most part, it's just purses. So I was
Right.
like, no, I'll offer those to T because I don't like purses. Sorry. But hi Willow. I haven't even been looking at the chat. Sorry guys.
Hey, girl.
I don't
Hey,
do
Jim.
lives very often, so I forget to watch the chat.
Yeah.
So if anybody had questions,
Robin's good with interacting in the chat. She even types. I don't type much while I'm
Robin's
here.
amazing. Like between all of her intros that she creates and all the other stuff, guys, if you want somebody to help you with YouTube and to do your intros and that, hire Robin. I'm planning to very shortly. Once I get some free time, because I don't edit any videos because I don't know how, and frankly, I'd rather just hire somebody to do it. Not my thing. I still try to put DVDs into VCR players, so you know.
All right. Well, I think
You put videos out.
So what?
How often do you put videos out?
I put out that 50-50 challenge, so that we're going to list 50,000 items and 50 videos over the year. I've probably came close to 35 videos in the last 3 months. I think I try to do 1 to 2 a week.
Yeah.
Whether it's a what sold or a, hey, I bought this. So like today I'll videotape the truck coming to the other warehouse. I'm going to drive up there now and move stuff to make room for the stuff because, well, frankly put, T didn't buy enough stuff to leave enough room in my warehouse.
you're full of crap. I rented a 16-foot U-Haul and filled it to the top. Are you kidding?
Well, we're buying another 16-foot truck of stuff today.
Maybe you should just have them drive to 63 First Avenue. I don't know.
Albert, I'm Brian. Me. But yeah, I just don't have the ability to edit videos and
It's very time
do
consuming.
whatever the voiceovers are and all that other stuff. When I leave work, I go home and I play Xbox, or I'll make dinner and we'll sit around and we'll watch a little bit of TV. But I try to play video games so that I don't think about business and work, to kind of unwind. And other than that, you know, everything in my life is pretty much related to work. That's kind of why we're looking at moving down to the Myrtle Beach area, because I love the ocean and I like to deep sea fish. So I really want to get somewhere where I can enjoy working less and just be happy with making less. Because no matter how much money you make, it costs a ton of money to make that.
Oh, yeah. You know,
So-
I'm a firm believer in bigger isn't always better. I had a mortgage company for years. It was a mom and pop. It was first my aunt and I, and when my aunt passed and I had the business, I just had, you know, my mom was the secretary. My dad was the phone and computer guy, and I had a bookkeeper and a processor, and that was it. And then all of a sudden, I bought a bigger building. I hired 10 telemarketers, a sales manager, and I made less money. And it was more work. And I said, nope, I'm done. Bigger is not always better. It's more headaches. It's more taxes. It's more everything.
Yeah. I mean, for me, we look at it like, I looked at it as I don't put any money away because I'm self-employed. I own the company. I don't really put away a nest egg. So my merchandise is a nest egg. So my goal was if we hit like 200 to 250,000 listings on eBay, we should be taking in between 75 and 100,000 a month, because I think we're at about 35,000 a month now in sales. And then my Facebook auctions probably do, and everybody's going to want to do Facebook auctions. I'm probably making $400 an hour doing Facebook auctions. I don't know how YouTube is, if it's even comparable. And ultimately,
Not
someday,
for us right now. I mean, if I was to look at Donna and I, we're not doing that an hour. No.
Yeah, but I sell like a huge lot. I'll sell a lot of 1,000 animation cells that I paid $300 for, and it sells for $1,000 during the auction.
Right.
It
Yeah,
makes up the whole. Yeah, and then those people are going to break that case apart, and they're going to go sell it on eBay, and they'll get $8,000 or $10,000, which I'm fine with, because I want everybody to make money and come back and spend more money. As a matter of fact,
You're welcome, Claudia. Glad
I
you
gotta
like
think of where it's at. I'm gonna walk away for 1 second because I have something for Robin, and I think I gotta figure out where it's at real quick. I think I know where it is. I'm gonna go see it.
All right. Thank you, Claudia. I'm glad. Yes, I try to get everything out. Listen, guys, I bill and ship. Just as soon as you guys pay, it leaves the door. It leaves. That's why we appreciate timely payments, so it can go out right away. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Brian doesn't even do his own. His Facebook's auctions aren't even on his own platform. He pays somebody else. I forget what it is. It's something ephemera group that and there's a woman that runs it for him. So he has to pay her too, and I think he pays a percentage. So again, he tells you he pays $7,000 a month in eBay fees. That means you're selling a lot.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Mermaid.
I'll have to go on my. You guys are hilarious.
Mermaid.
What is that from?
Hello, Robin.
It's kind of creepy.
I don't know. It
A
is
random mermaid.
just a random mermaid toy that was in that one. That was in that Palmerton store that I bought, and I saw it sitting on the side. I'm like, oh, the mermaid's lonely. She's got to go to Robin.
I have a couple more I need to put up here in the little net, but yeah, she'll go right back there.
Oh, that's how you have it like that. It's hanging from a net.
Yeah, it's like a fishnet behind her.
Oh, I was wondering.
That's an authentic fishnet. Like for the first month it was up there. It was a little right.
Oh, okay.
There's balls to put on there, like some of the little glass floaty balls.
Oh yeah, I love those.
So those would be cool.
Yeah.
And I have those grapes somewhere. I don't know where they're at, like the glass grapes, the mid-century
I love
modern.
glass grapes.
I know. I have stuff. But yeah, no, we do. Somebody had asked about like the business. So my cost, I have employees that run me $1,500 to $2,000 a week. I have overhead that's $2,000 a month for this warehouse, and then an overhead for the other warehouse, and then eBay fees are $7,000 or $8,000 a month, and then I have a PayPal loan that I pay probably $5,000 or $6,000 a month too. So growing comes at a cost.
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay that cost while I'm relatively young enough. I mean, I'm just slightly older than T, and much older than
me.
Robin.
You are not older than me.
I know, but I was trying to be nice.
Thank you, but I know you're not older than me.
And we're all much, much older than Robin because she's the baby of the bunch.
Yeah, that's not true.
Well, she's the baby of the bunch with me, with me, Donna, and herself. But yeah, I think you fall under all of us.
Yeah, and I'm over 40, so.
Yeah, well, we're all over 50, so.
Yep. But yeah, it is a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I'm really good about handling stress when it comes to big things. Small stuff like last week, I bought my kids a fishing rod, and I hate to admit it, I put string on the rod and on my son's rod, my youngest son, and the string just kind of came off. So I restrung it, and the string popped off again, and that was it. I threw the rod into the back of the car, and I was like, you're just going to use one of my old rods. I had no patience. It killed the whole day for me. So I see a change in myself. That's why I'm wanting to get to a point where I can slow down and enjoy. To me, buying is the joy of this. Like if I could find a way to run 24-hour auctions all day long, every day, with other people selling, I'm all for it. Even though I lose, 30 to 50%, there's some things you're willing to do.
You are willing to do it because it gets down to the point where, you know what, you're still making a little bit of a profit. I enjoy it because, you know what, I'm passing a deal on to somebody else who's going to make money on it per se. And I'm okay with that. I don't have to have the whole piece of the pie. I don't,
Treasure Hustler City is G.I. Joe clothes. Treasure for the 12-inch dolls, and is it 60s and early 70s, or is it the remake stuff from the 90s? If you ever have questions on that stuff, you can always just send me pictures, and I can help you. I had one of the largest G.I. Joe collections in the U.S. at one point in time that I bought out of a store for $4 a figure, like for the 1960s figures. I went to an
Wow.
Army Navy store, and the whole basement was filled with original cases of G.I. Joe when I was 10 years old. So 30 years ago, I did this.
Wow.
And I actually, at that point in time, I was doing enough buying and selling where somebody let me borrow $8,000 to buy the stuff at original wholesale cost of the guy that he was buying them from Hasbro in the 60s.
Yeah, she says they're 1990s.
Yeah, some of the 90s stuff is still good now because, it's one of those things. Data says she's melting. But yeah, I mean, anybody, like anytime you guys have questions, T is fantastic for the online YouTube community. Her auctions to me are fantastic. I obviously I buy stuff from Storage Auction Pirate, and I've bought stuff from Jack and Jana and stuff like that. But you guys have a lot of fun when you do the auction. It's about getting a good group, so it's not so tedious. Like
Right.
my Facebook auctions are like, I want to get through it.
Family. We consider this like our family, and we get a little more intimate with the people in the chat, and it's not always all about people joke he's all about business, and yeah, to an extent, yeah, it's a business, but we have fun. I didn't quit my full-time job not to. If I wanted to be in the corporate world again, I'd be there.
Right. Rachel, yes. The other warehouses T can attest to is a giant treasure trove of anything that I found that I felt was worth eBay or Amazon at some point in time. When I buy out houses, buy out storage units, buy out other dealers, buy out warehouses, go to auctions. The junk stuff gets tossed. The bigger items get sold or sent to auction. We list a little bit of it sometimes, and it just depends on how much I'm buying. And then anything that was good goes into the other warehouse and kind of sits there, and hopefully it multiplies. I'm not sure what it does when I'm not watching, but I know we do have Barbie because I've bought quite a few collections, and some of the early Barbie is really good.
Yeah, Rachel's looking for Barbie clothes. She's like, anybody have any Barbie clothes? Yeah, I'm sure he has Barbie clothes.
Especially the newer stuff that I really don't have a fascination with. Rachel, if you're interested in the newer stuff, I'll find you some. The vintage 60s stuff, some of that stuff can sell for $1,000 for an outfit.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You have to, a gay Parisian outfit's $1,000, $800. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are always welcome. We're on Instagram and obviously here, so you guys are welcome to message me with any kind of questions. I want to teach people and help people's businesses grow is my goal, because in the world, I believe in karma, so I'm really big into what you put out, you get back.
Absolutely.
And the way you treat people is how you want to be treated. So for me, the whole YouTube thing is so that I can teach people, but I'm also making money. It is business related for me. I have, I'm not hiding it. I'm not telling anybody like, oh, I'm just doing this for you. No, I'm not. If I sell you something for $100 and you make $1,000 on it, where are you going to go to spend that $1,000? You're going to come back to me because you're going to go, oh, I made 10 times my money. I can spend $1,000 and make 10,000. I'm fine with that. As long as I made my money in the middle, I'm plenty happy with that, because then I don't have to do the other work and I can go buy more stuff. I'm not Mr. Sells a lot, I'm Mr. Buys a lot, but you have to be Mr. Sells a lot too. And T's the perfect example. We created a monster with her.
Yeah, I know.
T's gonna buy 3 warehouses soon.
Yeah, well, we'll
He's
see.
the best.
Sentiva.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Well, you know, like you, Brian, that's where we're looking to relocate to, is down in that area. So I know I just bought this thrift
Well,
store.
you're planning on going to Myrtle Beach, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're looking more like Little River, but it's right there. I mean, it's the same area.
Well, like I said, I was looking at that building in Andrews.
Hmm.
So if I get that and you're interested in doing something, let me know, because it's
Okay.
a 72,000 square foot building
Nice.
and it's on 89 acres. It's all fenced in.
Okay.
So, and the price is so cheap. Like up here, it's a nice house for $650,000. There, it's a 72,000 square foot building with 89 acres of land for 650 grand.
Right.
So if I could get that, I could go into, like, you know, Pier 1 Imports offered to sell me their stores that I didn't buy because I wasn't doing anything during COVID and all that other stuff. And then you get Pat D's.
I guess you got
The post office is only 2 miles away.
Oh.
So I come back to pick up the wife, but she's not ready yet.
Where's our donuts?
Yeah.
What do you want donuts for?
Because I'm a fat guy?
Yeah, but I'm not a
Question
big.
is that?
I'm not a donut fan. You want donuts? You're right across the street from Dunkin' Donuts.
Chocolate croissants and donuts? Oh,
You're right across.
he still doesn't know what a cronut is.
I don't either.
T, next time you come down, we'll go get you some cronuts.
All right.
We'll all go out for dinner.
Donuts are great.
Yeah, when we can.
Anything that's
I know.
bad food is good.
What's the situation with you guys now in Pennsylvania? Are you like in a phase or?
Well, there's
June
red,
5th.
yellow, green.
Yeah, June 5th, like restaurants and stuff like that are going to reopen.
But I think 50% capacity or something, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah. But who's going to enforce
It's gonna
it?
open June 5th. So I
Well,
would
I
guess
have
if
to
you're
laugh
doing.
because yesterday I got an email from, because we deep sea fish too, from Captain Rod. It's one of the boats out in Captree here that we go on, and we just you know, we usually go once or twice a year, fluke, and then sometimes Tuna, my husband and my father and my brother will go, sometimes my son. But he said mask must be worn. Yeah, like he gave a whole protocol, and it says mask must be worn to board the boat, and you will be standing at, you know, poles have been placed, or the, you know, the holes for the poles have been placed 6 feet apart and everything. But he's making it sound like your masks have to be worn to board and probably leave the boat. But when we're out there, I'm sure there's no masks.
Yeah. Brian, I wonder how it's going to work out next weekend. The flea market opens, and they're talking about wearing masks, and people are complaining about walking outside wearing masks.
Then don't go.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Like, if you want to go, go. If you don't, then don't. I am actually thinking about setting up that weekend, Pat.
Oh, I'm going to be there.
Because I'm like, people need stuff so badly right now, and I have so much extra stuff. Like, we have all the books here.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Chris Yurden, he's a YouTuber also that met me on YouTube. He bought 4 boxes, and he told me he got some books from New York that were about the buildings being built, and then inside there was actual letters to the editor from the guy who wrote the books, giving points on how he wanted different chapters to start. And so it was pre-editor notes. And he's like, "What are you thinking?" I'm like, "I'm thinking we didn't see that." But you know, he was super happy because some of the stuff was really cool. We found books from the 1600s.
They're asking where you're from, Brian.
Pennsylvania, Allentown area. Not in Myrtle Beach yet. I'll be in Myrtle Beach on the 8th through the 14th visiting my family. They have a house near Conway. And then we
That's
are
where
looking
Autumn Grace
to buy a
lives,
house
in
there.
Conway. And Autumn Grace is, I don't know if you've seen her on my auctions before. She's a native to the area. So if she knows anything's going on, I'm sure.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I can reach out to her for you. And I'm surprised she's not here this morning. She usually pops in, but that's exactly where she lives. Now, Jonathan Roseberry is from South Carolina too, and so is the Vintage Pat. Except I think they're more inland and northern.
I know Harry Tornado is also South Carolina.
Yes, Harry, right.
Josh. So, but you know, like, obviously my sister runs an antique shop in Myrtle Beach, so I'm sure I've got plenty of leads from there.
Yeah, which I never got to when I was there. I should have, but it just not enough hours in the day when you travel for sure.
especially when you're looking at houses,
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, well, it'll take me 15 minutes to look at a house, but then you're like there for about an hour, and then it's an hour to get to the next house, and then you stop and get drinks and all the other stuff. So yeah, there's never enough hours in any day for anything.
No, no.
I have insomnia, like maybe not as bad as Robin apparently, but I don't know how you guys do it. Some of you guys are like, you'll have your auctions and then you'll watch other YouTubers at 12 till 2, and then you got to get up the next morning for work. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
When I was 25, that was no problem. Now it's like, oh, what am I doing?
I know. Yeah, the older you are, the harder it is too. I mean, I used to be like the party girl, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and get up for work at 7. No, it doesn't happen anymore. Not anymore. All right, guys, we're gonna call it here. I do have a busy day. We have an auction later, and I have to bill and ship, and I still am gonna do that unboxing video. Even if I don't release it today, I'm gonna at least record it. Brian, 2 of your packages are in there. I'll do the second batch of posters that you sent me and the cards, so I'll do that. And I got some friend mail. So
What cards did I sell you?
I got the cards. What were they?
The first day covers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, I sold you cards? Cool.
Yeah, no, first day covers, yeah.
I
Yeah,
should send
and
you
I
board
have-
cards so that you can open them. You can do an unboxing video. And then Pat can be like, why did I get cards?
Jealous.
I know who was the favorite. Trust me.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the good thing too, right? And this is a perfect example. We don't like the same things. I mean, we both like ephemera, but like you like it more towards like the postcards and things like that, and I'm more towards, photos and other stuff, pamphlets and stuff like that. And you like your lunch boxes and your
Well, yeah, but those are
and
things
all that stuff.
I personally like.
Disney.
Not
Pat
yeah,
likes Disney, everybody. Pat likes Disney.
yeah, but I'm talking about as far as reselling. I like anything that I can resell.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, we all do, of course.
Pat
I mean,
buys a lot from me. He buys from my Facebook auctions and everything. So Pat buys a lot.
Yeah.
It's nice because like people who are local can just come here and pick it up, and there's no shipping, and we're starting to hold stuff. I have like 3 or 4 people from the New York area and stuff like that who are like, can I come once a month and pick up my lots and not pay any shipping? I'm, sure.
yeah.
Better for me. So, and then I sell them more stuff when they're here anyway.
Yeah,
Right, Pat?
Yep, absolutely.
Let me fill your car.
yeah.
All right, everyone. We'll see you later. We're on at 8 p.m. Eastern, unless we decide to pop on early. But knowing Donna, she won't be ready before then. Brian, thanks for coming on. Pat Dees, thank you as always. Love you guys. And we'll see you later, 8 p.m. Eastern.